welcome to Crazy Modeler, and thank you for joining us today for another review. Today we are going to review a Tamiya model. I grabbed this a few weeks ago in the hobby store, MRS Hobby. They have great models. If you want to check them out, they have a Facebook account. Again, that's MRS Hobby. They've been around in my state for quite some time, and they're a great model store. So today we're going to review the Tamiya M551 Sheridan, Vietnam War, or it was used in the Vietnam War. This is 135th. This is a little bit of history on it. U.S. Airborne Tank M551 Sheridan, Vietnam War. It's the accurate rendering based on extensive research of actual Sheridan. Authentically captures Vietnam War vehicle. Optional chain link, anti-RPG net, and gun shield. You can see that here in the picture. Captures smoke dischargers. You can see those on the side here. And 152 millimeter gun. Launcher, rifling detail inside as well. You can choose open or closed rotating driver's hatch. It has a clear parts. And recreate periscope components, commander and loader figures, so it comes with the figures, all three of them, plus torso driver, that's torso driver figure, and 2 Vietnam War marking options. So I had to buy this when I came across it. It's about maybe $30–40 at my MRS Hobby store there. Thought it was a good deal, so let's go ahead and dive in. You got good box art here on the side, or on the front, and then on the side you got 3 views, the side, front, and rear view. Okay. We have an instruction manual. We have extensive history in multiple languages on the M551 Sheridan. And we have a little story, actually, in multiple languages of a Vietnam vet who drove the M551 Sheridan. And then within that, we have our decal and paint scheme. So that was nice of Tamiya to include. There's a fair amount of plastic in here. It's not anywhere near Mang, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and start with our first sprue. Which is Sprue E. Sprue E. And I see great detail right off the bat. You've even got detail on your helmet here. Got a couple of helmets come in 2 pieces here, so you have some seam lines to deal with. There is the rifle. Great detail. Got some more. Oh, there's another. Got some. Yeah, these are your commander or drivers and commanding crew. Great detail. They'll come out. Looks like he's got some glasses on there. But yeah, I like how they've molded in the detail in there. They've done a good job with that. Here's the 155 millimeter. It's got the rifling inside. It looks like it goes down in there quite a ways. Try to get that on here. I am impressed so far. get that to focus. There we go. Okay, that's our first sprue. And then we have our upper chassis here, upper housing. Got rivet detail on the side. Come on now. Doesn't seem to be consistent. Yeah, rivets don't seem to be consistent. That's okay. Got nice detail here on the grates. Our next sprue. Sprue C. Having a hard time with the focusing today. Got some fuel tanks here, tow line. Got detail, good detail on it. Got a axe there and a shovel. Have our ammo box there. Hatch covers. Oh, I like how they did that. Added that in there. This is our gun pieces here. I don't see any flashing. Well, so far, Tamiya's done a pretty good job in this kit. Got our clear pieces, a fair amount. Now we have one of Sprue D, which is for the outside. It's the armor, and some good detail going on there. Got your rivets there. Not much detail on those panels there. Looks like we've got some weld seams going on. Would have liked a little bit of more detail on that, but that's alright. Then we've got two, excuse me, of Sprue A, which is our road wheels, our track links. Looks like they put them together already. They're kind of rubbery. You got another set here, a longer piece. It should be fairly simple. Drive sprockets going and stuff going on in here. They did a pretty good job with the wheels. Got some suspension, shock absorbers. I don't know if you saw those. There we go. Track link pieces. Torsion bar suspension stuff going on here. I don't know if it'll be movable suspension, but we'll see. Then you get your mesh net for that optional front fencing shield. Polycap, some metal copper wire, some rubber, get a number of stuff in there. And then you got your decals, just a small amount, but look to be in pretty good shape. And you have your instructions, a little bit of history on it, the tools you'll need. Showing you where to glue on some of the parts and tech tips. The assembly, you have the lower hole going together, so it doesn't come in one piece as you saw. You put it together, and attaching the front panel in two. 3 is attaching the under panel. 4 is attaching the rear panel. 5 is attaching suspension arms. Yeah, so it's not going to be movable suspension. 6 is the idler wheels, the road wheels, and drive sprockets. 7 is attaching the road wheels. 8 is attaching the tracks. So you take your two pieces. You have two sprues with two of the, or yeah, so you have 4 of those. You take the little track links, put them together, make your track. Same on the other side. And 9, 10 is the upper hole underside assembly. 11 is the upper hole underside as well. 12 is the driver's hatch going together. You can either have it closed or open. 13 is attaching the driver's hatch and the driver into the hole. 14 is hole parts that are going on. It looks like your headlights and clear parts. 15, more parts going on. 16 is the photo etch with the tow cable. 17 is more hole parts, so you got your tools going on. 18 is attaching the upper hole. Looks like some mud flaps there. 19 is attaching the chain link set. If you want that option, I believe I'll go ahead and do that using the enameled wire that they provide. 20 is the turret going together, as well as 21 and 22. 23 is attaching the gun. 24 is the ammunition cases going together. 26 is a searchlight stand and jerry cans. 26 is attaching the turret parts. So you're putting your jerry can and your ammunition boxes onto the turret. 27 is more turret parts. put your clear viewing ports in there. So far in here, Tamiya's done, their instructions are pretty clear and nice and clean. 28 is attaching more turret parts. You got your hatches going on. 29 is the smoke dischargers being assembled, and then 30 is you're attaching the smoke dischargers to the turret. 31 is the opposite side with the smoke dischargers, and as you saw in there, they actually did detail quite well the letters and numbers on each turret or smoke discharger. 32 is a cupola going together. You can either have it closed or open. You have multiple option A or option B. Looks like there's a little bit of a difference there, some extra armor. 33 is a searchlight. You can either have it covered or uncovered. 34 is attaching more turret parts, your searchlight and all that you put together. 35 is putting the turret on to the hull. 36 is the M2 heavy machine gun going together with the ammunition box that goes with it. 37 is the commander and the loader. 38 is you're placing those onto the tank. And that's it. And the do we have a color? Yep. Mr. Color call out. These are in Tamiya paint colors. And they give you the color letter and the number. And then, like I said, inside this little history story, which I'm going to read, they give you the markings and locations and of your decals, and even how to paint the helmets. So I'm quite happy with this kit. It's a nice little kit. If you don't have it in your kit, in your collection, I would suggest getting it. It's worth it. Like I said, I was about $53. So, which is the average for any decent kit, at least out here. Yeah, I'm excited to build it, and we'll see what it turns out to look like. Thank you for joining us today. Please like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you don't miss any future videos. And thank you so much for joining Crazy Modeler today, and have a wonderful day.